Hello everyone, hope I'm audible and visible to all of you. So let's start today's Hindu analysis, 22nd July 2025. I will share this particular PDF along with the answer of the questions, MCQs and PYQs. Today we have to solve some PYQs as well. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Today we have to do. So fun study with Shubh. I will share this Hindu analysis PDF along with the answer of MCQs by 10:30 a.m. in this Telegram channel. If you haven't joined my family, join it at the earliest. Oh my God. So good morning Liliana, Anandu, Rishi. Yesterday, everybody was missing you, Rishi. Shashmita was like, where is Rishi? Where is Rishi? Good morning, Madhu. And Evangeline, Athira, Shreya, Rajneesh, Bulbul. Oh my God, Bulbul is here. Good morning, Bulbul. Anil. So let's start. So yesterday I was supposed to give you two questions, but then somebody came and he started talking, about this and that. So that got me distracted. So consider the following differences between ICZ and ICC. That question you people already answered it, right? We already had a discussion on this question yesterday. But again, even now, just answer it. What is the answer according to you? Good morning, Anil, GYN, everyone. And let's do it fast. Today, we have to, look into different articles which are actually very, very tricky and good articles. And there are so many good questions which we have to solve. As we do every day, but yes, today is somewhat interesting. So ICZ, ICC, yesterday we had a comparative analysis of ICZ, ICC when we were talking about Israel, Gaza and genocide. And not only yesterday, even before also we have talked about ICZ and ICC, how we will remember them, what they deal with. International Criminal Court, criminal, that means they deal with individuals. ICZ, International Court of Justice, justice means they are dealing with states. ICZ part of UN, ICC not part of UN. ICZ can give binding verdicts to different countries, ICC cannot do that. Based on that, you people answered it yesterday. A is the answer, 1 and 2 only, right? Just give me a second. Cool. So I think Shashmita, Anandu, Evangeline, Rajneesh, everybody answered it. Good morning, Anuj. You are the source of my morning motivation, sir. Oh my God, you people are so cute, just like a wow. You say so many good things and you make me so happy. Thank you, Madhu. So, very good, Athira. And PYQ 12, which was like 12th question of yesterday, which was UPSC 2017 question. Today we'll solve two questions which has been asked by UPSC in 2023. Today we'll solve it. So Mediterranean Sea is a border of which of the following countries? Jordan, Iraq, Lebanon or Syria? Good morning, Sudipta. I told you to cross-check this question. I cross-checked this question myself also, and this is a valid question. There is nothing wrong in this question. And the answer is, and UPSC has asked, there is a trend, UPSC has asked multiple questions in the area around Western, Asia, which is Middle East for European countries and America. And they have asked in, I think, 23, 22, what is the Levant region and all. So we'll talk about that also. So the answer is, see, Jordan, Lebanon. Jordan does not border Mediterranean Sea. If you exclude Jordan, generally, what used to happen in my period when I used to, you're my source of motivation. Thank you, Shashmita. So generally, what used to happen when I used to give exam, I always used to get confused between Jordan and Lebanon. I was always very sure. Let me tell you what I used to feel so that many of you can connect with it if you can. So I always used to feel that 1 or 3, either 1 or 3 is bordering Mediterranean. I sometimes get confused. Synonymously, I feel like Lebanon is Jordan and vice versa. So I always used to feel that only one of the 1 and 3 will be the answer. So I used to eliminate those options where both 1 and 3 were there. Now I am confused whether Jordan is bordering or Lebanon is bordering. I know one is surely bordering Mediterranean Sea. And now I don't have any option containing Jordan, so I am skipped my I will not face any problem. I know Lebanon is the answer. But again, here also there is trick. B and C both contains Lebanon. So now what? So again, now you need to know some more knowledge. So this is a tricky question. The answer is Lebanon and Syria. That is C3 and this is 11th question, MCQ 11A, and PYQ 12, C3 and 4. And do have a look at this Mediterranean Sea and the countries which, are bordering Mediterranean Sea. There are many countries in Europe, etc., which are bordering. But for us, from exam perspective, you have to look at this particular region. This is very important from exam and we cannot make mistakes here. Lebanon and Syria. Cool. So let's start with the discussion today. Let's come back to the present. Page number 6, editorial. At FTA's heart. Now, in this editorial, there will be certain words like GCC, Global Capacity Center. What is GCC? In this editorial, there will be again some other words. FTA, Free Trade Agreement. How they are different from CESA and CEPA? FTA, CESA and CEPA. So these are the words which we have to keep in mind, which is most powerful when we are talking about free trade agreement, this comprehensive economic cooperation agreement, comprehensive economic partnership agreement, which is the most powerful one. We have, let's say, India, Singapore. So India, Singapore, we have CESA or CEPA. India, South Korea, we have CESA or CEPA. FTA deals with what? Goods or services. So these are the tricky words, the keywords which we have to keep in mind. Very good. Cool. So let's start with the discussion. Now, what is Global Capacity Center? Kishore Jayaraman sir, he is talking about India UK FTA. India United Kingdom talks are going on. We have not signed FTA with United Kingdom, but things are looking more hunky dory with each passing day. After Brexit, after United Kingdom, left European Union, they are looking for good markets or better markets or awesome market, and India is an awesome market. We have the largest population in the world. So many things are going good for us. So the talks are going and it's looking very, very, fruitful, so to say. So we have to talk about that. FTA, CESA, CEPA. Now, Global Capacity Center. It's not like call center. Generally, when we talk about, big companies, Amazon or this Barclays, etc., we think about like they are just setting a third party setup in India and that's it. No, these global capacity centers, they are innovation centers. They are centers, let's say if we talk about Barclays, let's say we talk about Amazon, so Microsoft. So they have these global capacity center. Barclays, they have it in Pune. I think Microsoft, they have it in Hyderabad. What are these global capacity center? So they are dealing with R&D, research and development. They are dealing with AI, all the things. It's not only about delivering services. And these are global innovation center. You can take it that way. And India is the hub. Maximum number of GCC worldwide is in India. So most of the countries, bigger developed countries, they're looking at India now because we know China has gone rogue somewhat under 11 Jinping. In some newspaper, news channel, somebody said 11 Jinping, under Xi Jinping. So this is actually a very, very good silver lining thing. Hope you are understanding this. So India has maximum number of GCC worldwide. More and more companies are looking at India and this is a good news for us. Cool. Good morning, Mamta. And we have a higher middle class population. Very good. So now you know something about this article. Let's talk about this. So UK-India Free Trade Agreement and Global Capability Centers. Free Trade Agreement talks are going on. We still do not have it. But we have Free Trade Agreement, CEPA, CESA, different kinds of agreement with UAE, with Singapore, with South Korea, with Japan. Japan, we have the highest level of free trade agreement. We'll talk about it. We'll go there. So upcoming FTA between, again, you can see all these things. Let's focus on the keywords. Global Capability Center are a major area of opportunity. UK, they're looking for market. India is a market, but they are not like we will do innovation in England and we will bring goods here. They want to do innovation here only because that will save cost for them and they will tap and use that innovation in the current market of India, the big market of India. India's leadership in the GCC sector, Global Capability Center. Hope you understood this is not a call center thing. This is an innovation center. Companies, they set up their, I will give you one example. Sometimes you go to Gurgaon, like I am in Gurgaon. Sometimes I go to those regions where there is GCC. I feel like I am in Singapore. It looks so different. Same thing with Hyderabad. I was in high-tech city. I was working there. Some parts of high-tech city did not look like India. It looked like I'm in some other country of the world, like different developed country. So those regions which you're seeing in Gurugram or you keep on calling it Gurgaon, I like it that way, or Hyderabad, those are the areas where you're seeing maximum GCCs. India has maximum number of GCCs in the world. Shipanaji, Bengali language. Good morning, Manvi. Cool. So, and we have, okay, let's focus here. So please remember, these are important things. Employing 1.9 million people, 1 million 10 lakh, 1.9 million 19 lakh people. These centers critical to R&D, analytics, cyber security. Please remember, no third party is maintaining it. The parent company is owning it. And emerging blah, blah, blah. British companies increasingly view India as a strategic innovation partner and not just as a back office location. These GCCs, these are not back office location. These are not third party center. These are owned by the companies, the big companies. So role of FTA. Now this whole editorial, they are more or less focusing on global capacity center, how UK can tap it, how it will be awesome for us. So that's fine. We will not go into, this and that and that and that, how it can do this and that. We have to focus on some other things like FTA, CEPA and CESA will do that. So FTA could ease regulations. Now, what happens when you have a free trade agreement with other country? Trade and tariff barriers. Let's say some import duty, export duty is levied on some other country. When you have FTA, when you have CEPA, when you have CESA, then these are removed to a greater extent, if not completely. And that is what they are talking about. Political and diplomatic support. People are coming from to and fro from these countries. Our Honorable PM Modi sir, I think he is also going there now. Maldives and UK, and he had a meeting in G20 also with them. Modi sir. Okay, strategic importance for both nations. For UK, access to India's economy, access to India's market. What is good for us? If UK company, they come and invest in GCC in India, we will get good, R&D, like research and development. We'll get good technologies. Like I will give you one more example. When it comes to building medicines in India, drugs and pharmaceuticals in India, we are dependent on China for API, active pharmaceutical ingredients. Let's take a hypothetical scenario. If Chinese company who have these APIs, they come and invest in India, and they come and directly have their companies in India, it would be awesome for us. We'll not be that much dependent on China because those companies are in India. Just like I will give you another example. There is a US company, Novartis. They make maximum drugs. They took it from, like APIs come from US, etc. But if we have more and more Chinese drug company, that would be beneficial for us if they have GCC. Oh my God, GCC here. But that is different because, it's an enemy country. But I'm just giving you an example. What is the benefit for us? When UK's company come and establish their GCC here, we'll get their technology. And that is needed for us. Cool. Good morning, Prudvi. Bull with Australia. Yes, very good with Australia also. Bangalore also, na? Yes, Bangalore also. Mansi, Shashmita. Yeah, PM sir is going. Yeah, PM sir loves to visit places. But we love PM sir. He's awesome. So again, you can see here what will be the benefit for UK. UK will get access to a very large market. India will get access to technologies. Key benefits of FTA for GC, blah, blah, blah. You can read all these things. Now, there are some keywords here. Double taxation, data localization. Double taxation means what? Sometimes you are producing some goods. Sometimes you don't have proper agreements with other countries. And you are, exporting that good that is being taxed there also. That is being taxed here also. You don't want that, input credit, this and that. So you don't want that. Data localization. Let's say Facebook is here in India and they have their server in US. They want to store all the data in US. India is like, no, dude. It's our data. Shubham Sagar, he belongs to us. We will not let his Instagram data go to US. God knows what will happen when people see what Shubham Sagar is watching on Instagram or was watching on Instagram. When he was on Instagram, I'm no longer there. I hate it. So inconsistent standard. Again, you can read all these things. Just remember double taxation, data localization. We also have DTA with different countries. Double taxation avoidance agreement. Please don't, worry about these things. You have to remember, we will solve some question, you will understand what are the things which are important. We will come to FTA, CEPA and CESA now. Good morning, Venkat. So state level initiative, Uttar Pradesh, they are proactively promoting these global capability centers. I have went to Lucknow and Varanasi, you can see here. Lucknow is so awesome, man. I had such, I had never been there. I have been to Patna and I had that view. That even now Patna is so developed. So, but again, Lucknow is awesome. Chatori Gali, oh my God. Okay, let's focus. So broader economic diplomacy. Again, bro, they are talking about the same thing. Final FTA, blah, blah, blah. You can read this thing. Now let's come to this part. FTA, CEPA and CESA. Don't go by this arrangement. I will tell you the actual arrangement. The actual arrangement is something like this. FTA, then greater than FTA is CESA. Greater than CESA is CEPA. So CEPA is the biggest of them all. So whenever you are reading it, you will read it like this. FTA 1, CESA 2 and CEPA 3. This is the biggest of them all. Let's say India and Japan, they have CEPA. That means Japanese companies, they love us. We love Japanese companies. CEPA is the best. So you can see here, India, UAE, CEPA, India, Japan, CEPA. That means economic collaboration between UAE and in Japan, or with us. What am I saying right now? Let me rephrase it. So if we talk about, good economic partners, UAE and Japan, they lie at one of the highest pedestal. That's what I'm saying. Because we have CEPA agreement with them. Very low duty, if any, is imposed on our goods and services. So let's go one by one. Let's not make a khichdi out of it. Let's go slowly. Okay. This year PM got retired. Retired? No, he's not retiring. He will be becoming 75. So, and till the time Modi sir is alive, he'll be our PM. Inshallah. Okay, let's focus, bros. So FTA, see, you can understand here, they generally focus on goods, removing tariffs on goods. But I'm not saying they always focus on goods. Sometimes they also focus on services, but not that much. FTA majorly focused on goods, as you can see here. When you come to CESA, after FTA come to CESA. CESA, Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement, they talk about services and all those things. SEPA goes beyond, not only goods, services, anything else you have some issues, talk to me, let's be personal, let's have this. So, hope you can understand. Anything under the sun, you can talk under SEPA. So, FTA, CESA, and then SEPA. Now, what is important from exam perspective is with which countries we have SEPA. Forget about CESA and FTA. Just focus on SEPA for the time being. UAE and Japan. Once you have, and again, we will have talk about, I think Australia also we have SEPA, do check that. But UAE, Japan, confirmed. And Singapore, we have CESA. So, we are currently talking with Singapore. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this CESA will convert into SEPA. So, from exam perspective, just remember, FTA mostly talking about goods, removing, eliminating tariffs and barriers. As like from the perspective of goods, services stocks are limited. Services stocks increases in CESA, and not only goods and services, anything under the sun are talked about in SEPA, which is creating some economic friction between two countries. So, these are the things which are very important. So, no, Rishi, you will not be on Instagram. Deactivate Instagram today because you are my, okay, let's focus on MCQ 1. With reference to Global Capability Center, consider the following statement. Good morning, Sunset Media. You will understand each and everything once we are done. Rishi Bro, Indian Linguistic and Culture, written by Shahi Kashyapa. Please read this book because there's language history. Okay. Oh, Jivayan is the best friend of Rishi now. So, Global Capability Center, what they are? They are third-party outsourcing vendors that provide back-office services to global companies. India hosts the highest number of GCCs globally. GCCs are primarily limited to customer support and data entry functions. Chepandis. Shashmita, Liliana, Evangeline, Shipanna, Madhubala, Rishi, Anandu, Mamta, Jiva, and Hannah. So GCC, oh my God, are not third-party outsourcing vendors. They are owned by the companies and they are for research, R&D, AI, and all those things. Oh my God. So they are not also limited to customer support and data entry function. So 1 and 3 gone, and you have B, 2 only as the answer, as all of you said, Mansi and Rajneesh and others. Very good. MCQ 2, agreement type, CESA, SEPA, FTA. Example, use option elimination. Jivayan likes you, Rishi. I always knew it. So, Ramu has given the answer for 1. Very good, yeah. So, Shriparna, Shashmita, Hannah, Mamta, Venkat, Shreya, Rishi, Jivayan, Hansa. Cool. So, we don't have FTA with India, EU, bro. We are having talks right now. That's why such a big article was written. And it looks like we will have FTA sooner rather than later. So, if you eliminate third, you are left with A and C, second. So, we know SEPA, the biggest of them all. We have it with UAE, we have it with Japan. So, second is correct. That means the answer is 1 and 2 only. Singapore, Shesha, hopefully will have SEPA soon. So, India, Sri Lanka, India, ASEAN. What do they have, Venkat? Do we have SEPA with them or CESA with them? So, again, remember it, A is 1 and 2 only. Cool. MCQ 3. Which of the following statement best describes the difference between a SEPA and an FTA? An FTA and a FTA. FTA. Okay, cool. SEPA includes trade in goods only, while FTA includes services and investment. FTA includes a broader scope than SEPA in terms of digital cooperation and IPR. SEPA is more comprehensive than an FTA and covers investment. Shashmita Nitin, bro, 45 people are watching, 19 likes. Seriously? Seriously, bro? So sad. So sad. I'm crying from inside. There was a movie of Salman Khan. So dard hai. That means there are 100 tensions I am keeping inside me. But still, okay, let's focus. So we have seen FTA, then CESA, then SEPA. SEPA is the god of them all, or the best of them all. So SEPA is always more comprehensive. It's SEPA includes states. No, it's not. FTA, then CESA, and then SEPA. FTA includes a broader scope than SEPA. No, wrong. See, SEPA is more comprehensive. See, even if you feel C is good, even then read D. There are some students who don't read D. They're like, I got the answer. No, got the answer. You have to choose the best option. So out of C and D, reads D. There is no difference. No, they're not. So the answer is C. Sashmita, Nitin, is everybody are Evangeline, Shriparna, Liliana, Rajni, Shrishi, Anandu, Hannah, Athira, Jeevayan, Mansi, Mamta, Prithvi, Venkat, Ramu. Sir, how is your finger today? I am doing fine. What should I tell you? Thank you for asking, Shashmita, means a lot. So, page number 11, Parliament begins process of Justice Verma's impeachment. So, again, there are some technical words which we have to talk about in this article. I have already made one separate video on Justice Verma's impeachment. If this happens, this will be the first impeachment. But we also know how tough is the process. And, good morning, Vanshika. Oh, such a cool name. Vanshika Sharma, Rohit Sharma, So, again, Parliament begins process for Justice Verma's impeachment. Why this process is so tedious? Why up until now there has been no, judge who has been impeached? Because the process is such. Now they have started it. For starting it, what they need? They need, like 100 people from Lok Sabha, MPs from Lok Sabha, 50 minimum, 100 MPs from Lok Sabha, 50 from Rajya Sabha. They should approve this resolution. After it has been sent to, then they will send it to Speaker or Chairperson. They can even reject it. If they approve it, then there will be a committee which will be set up for inquiry, 3-people committee, 1 judge of Supreme Court, 1 Chief Justice of High Court, 1 distinguished jurist. After they have to submit the report, I think within 3 months' time. After they have submitted the report, a special majority is needed to remove these judges who are corrupt to the core, with due respect to Justice Verma. So the process is so tedious. That's why there has been no judge who has been impeached up until now. Vice President resigned. He is very ill. I talked with him yesterday, Ramu, and he was like, I don't feel good. And I was like, why are you taking tension? Resign. So he resigned. So, no, that's just a joke. So let's focus here. So initiation of removal process, the process to remove Justice Yashwant Verma. He was in Delhi High Court, then went to Allahabad High Court, he was transferred to Allahabad High Court after hordes of burnt money was currencies and notes were found at his home. Oh my God. If I had got even 10% of that money, would have eaten so many golgappas and fuchkas and oh my God. So again, process to remove with members of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha submitting notices. As we have discussed, we need at least 100 members from Lok Sabha submitting notices and 50 from Rajya Sabha. Remember it, these are tricky things, and polity is the most trickiest of the, it's the trickiest of them all when it comes to UPSC pre-PYQ especially, because they will give you, it needs 50 members from Lok Sabha, 100 from Rajya Sabha. No, opposite. The notice in Rajya Sabha was signed by 63, needed by 50. So, more than 50, awesome. Lok Sabha notice had bipartisan support. Bipartisan means Congress, BJP, everybody came together except Trinamool Congress and Samajwadi Party. Rahul Gandhi sir, Ravi Shankar Prasad, oh my God. I so want to see Rahul Gandhi sir, Ravi Shankar Prasad, Anurag Thakur, Modi sir, all giving each other Jadoo ki Jhappi. Okay, so Lok Sabha notice had bipartisan support signed by 152 MPs. They need more than 100. So it's also fine. Now what will happen? Lok Sabha Speaker, he can even reject this whole notice. The Rajya Sabha Chairperson, Jagdeep Dhankar sir, he has gone, but somebody else will come. So he can also reject it, but I don't think they will do that. They will accept it now. Even after accepting it, the process has just started. Oh my God. There will be a committee which will be formed after this. So Justice Verma, this is the background. He was transferred and we all know it. If you follow it, you know it. Thank you, Vanshika. Dhankar sir has resigned. Good morning, sir. Oh my God. So do you think judiciary is the most corrupt organ of the government? Executive. Executive is the most corrupt. and then judiciary, least legislature. Legislature is least corrupt because legislature don't have scope, Abhishek, that's why. So again, let's focus here. Justice for all. Legal requirement according to procedure and notice to remove. We have discussed this. 100 Lok Sabha member, 50 Rajya Sabha member, and that number has exceeded. Why I'm telling you executive is the most corrupt? Because if they, when they are, fighting for election, they spend crores and crores of rupees when they are fighting for election. Although Model Code of Conduct, MCC of Representation of People's Act gives them a thing that they cannot spend beyond a certain limit rather, but they exceed it more often than not. But they have to recoup that amount, and that's why we believe, and there are different theories, transparency of political funding, this and that goes on, that executive branch is the most corrupt of them all. Judiciary is not even close. In essence of power, not money. In essence of money, like anything, yeah. Because judiciary, we hear about them and it becomes an issue. In executive, everybody is corrupt, so nobody is talking. As we have talked, you may have heard about it. Transparency in political funding, everybody keeps on talking about it, Abhishek. Nobody takes care of it. They get money from companies. Let's say Ambani, Adani, we're not talking about any company. They give money to political parties. Nothing happens for free. There is something called as quid pro quo. If political parties beat any political party, they're gaining or taking money from different companies. They have to do something for them, and that is known as collusive corruption, which according to second ARC has increased after 1991, and that's why executive is the most corrupt branch of the government. Until or unless you have transparency in political funding, corruption is not going away, and that's why in corruption perception index of Transparency International, India tops from the bottom. So remember these facts, they are very important, Okay, where were we? Let's focus here. So Chairman Dhankar confirmed that again you can see here, they have met the required threshold of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now an inquiry committee will be set up. Please remember, there are different articles of constitution which deals with removal of Supreme Court judges and High Court judges. Hope you will understand the electoral bond issue exactly. So Article 124, Supreme Court judges removal, Article 217, High Court judges removal. But all those things, implementation is done via Judges Inquiry Act 1968. So there are so many terms here. This sir, he had a lot of money. He is not giving that money to us. But the terms which are involved in the removal or the impeachment process rather, that is important for us. So we have to keep it in mind. Cool. So as per Judges Inquiry Act, if both houses submit notices on the same day, a joint committee is to be formed by Speaker and Chairman. Now, this committee, remember it, they can tell you that in this committee there is a district High Court judge. No. Supreme Court judge, Chief Justice of High Court, and a distinguished jurist. He can be anything, but it's not like he has to be a judge of district High Court. This committee must submit a report within 3 months. Even it's not like after 3 months he will be removed. Even if they say that he was guilty, then there will be a special majority of 2/3 members present and voting, total majority of the house. So many conditions have to be satisfied. Only then the judge will be removed. Such a tedious process. Exactly, Shashmita. Okay, let's focus here. So again, you can read this thing. And judicial impeachment, remember these articles, they are important. They can ask you, Article 148 is what, 124 is what, 217 is what. We have talked about a lot of articles. So they are dealing with removal of judges. 2 conditions: proved misbehavior, incapacity. Proved misbehavior, we can see. This is one such example. Incapacity, let's say I am mentally unsound. I keep on telling that, maybe something like Nitish Kumar Reddy is a better batsman than Virat Kohli. That proves that I am having incapacity. No, Nitish Kumar Reddy is a young all-rounder. Maybe one day he will be very good. So incapacity means I am mentally unsound, not fit for this particular post. So that is incapacity, remember it. So yeah, Nitish Kumar Reddy took some wickets in Lord's Test. If you follow cricket, you will know. So procedure for impeachment outlined in Judges Inquiry Act. Remember one thing, when we were talking about untouchability, Article 17, but for implementing Article 17, we have Untouchability Offences Act 1955, which has been renamed in 1976. Similarly, for implementation of Article 124, Article 217, you have Judges Inquiry Act 1968. Oh my God. Till date, no judge has been removed. Very good. Technically, don't come any judgment but ask a genuine question. Exactly. Hope you understood, Abhishek, what we were discussing. So do read about the corruption in executive and judiciary. You will understand. We are a very corrupt nation. We are not proud of it. But one day we will become better, as our Honorable PM Sir says. Achhe din aayenge and good days will come. So initiation of motion, these things we have discussed. Admission of motion, presiding officer may admit or refuse. Even now, what has happened? These 2 criteria have been fulfilled. Now whether it will be accepted by speaker or chairperson or not, that's a different matter altogether. If it is done, then this whole inquiry committee will be formed. We are reading it, you are seeing it for the second time. That means this is important. Once they have submitted their report, let's say within 3 months, then it has to be passed by special majority. If the committee finds the judge guilty, the motion is taken up for voting. 2/3 majority of members present in voting, and must also be 50% more than. So there are different types of majority, special majority, absolute majority, effective majority. You have to read those majorities. This is absolute. Even in absolute means special majority, you have different types of special majority. This is one such type of special majority which you have to keep in mind. They're very important. So again, I have, like, when I had made a separate video on this, I have given an example. What does this particular thing means? It has to be done in both the houses. Both houses pass the motion via this special majority. President issues an order for removal. Remember, President issues an order for removal. Supreme Court itself cannot remove their judge. They can give it in statement. And in polity, the statements are so confusing, you can easily get confused that Supreme Court can remove their own judge. No, they can appoint their own judge via collegium system, but they cannot remove their own judge. That is done by President. The process is initiated by Parliament. Cool. So now, what is the example of this I have given? Let's say in Lok Sabha, you have 450 members currently. Strength is, let's say, 550, but you have currently 450 members. So 2/3 majority of members present in voting. Let's say present are 300 members. 300 members, they are present. So in that scenario, you need more than 2/3 majority. So you need 201 votes for satisfying first condition. You also need more than 50% of total membership. So you also need you need 226 votes if you go by 450 members criteria. Now, which is greater of the two, which is satisfying both the condition? 226. So if out of 300 members present, 226 are supporting this, then only this will be passed in one house. The same process will be carried out in the other house. It's a very tedious process. Why the process took long, especially in courts? Good morning, Kharbadon. Because these are all government works. They take their own sweet time, Madhubala. So in both houses, again, we have talked about this. We'll solve some questions, and these questions will help you in remembering it. First, judicial impeachment. Do you think he will be the first judicial or judge who will be judicially impeached? There are many people who believe that even before this whole judicial impeachment is carried out, he will resign. What is your view on that? Why the process? Okay, cool. If you have any view, you can post it in the comment. Oh my God. You can also watch that separate video which I have made. Now let's solve some question. MCQ 4 of the day. Fast. Very good, Jivan. Jivan is such a good girl. He may or may not resign. Shashmita, don't say that. Say good things. So consider the following statement regarding judicial impeachment. A judge of Supreme Court or High Court can be removed only on grounds of proved misbehavior or incapacity. Impeachment motion must be signed by at least 100 members in Rajya Sabha or 50 in Lok Sabha. The impeachment process, blah, blah, blah. Nitin Yadav Ji. Oh my God. Mamta, Evangeline, Anandu, Jivayan, Rishi, Rajneesh, Shashmita, Madhubala, Anuj, Venkat. Cool. So now, let's say you are confused about first. Keep it in the loop. Second is wrong, right? 100 members in Lok Sabha and 50 members in Rajya Sabha. It has been changed. So second is wrong. If second is wrong, eliminate B and D. You're left with A and C. You don't even need to check for first. Third is yes, impeachment process is governed by Judges Inquiry Act. So you have Article 124, you have Article 217, but they are, properly implemented by Judges Inquiry Act, just like you have Article 17, but you also have Untouchability Offences Act 1955. Cool. Which has become Protection of Civil Rights Act 1955. Cool. So the answer is A, 1 and 3 only, as stated by most of you. Very good. Cool. Oh my God, this thing moves here and there. MCQ 5. Which of the following constitutional articles deals with the removal of judges of High Court and Supreme Court in India? Good morning, Mithun. Have a wonderful day to you too. Shashmita, Venkat, Abhishek, Nitin, Vanshika, Rajneesh, Athira, Dhivara, Anandu, Sudipta, Moksha, Khushi, Mamta, Khushi. In our time, there was a movie called Khushi. Kareena Kapoor, and there was an actor in that time, Fardeen Khan. Khushi. Such good songs in that movie. So, yes, Article 124, Article 217. First, MCQ 6. Mamta, Rishi, Anuj, Evangeline, Shriparna, Madhubala, Prithvi, Jeevayan, Venkat, Liliana, Hannah. Very good. Under the Judges Inquiry Act, who among the following is not necessarily a member of the inquiry committee? Chepandis, Chepu. MCQ 6. Oh my god, so many people answered 6. Ashmita, Anandu, Evangeline, Shriparna, Athira, Nitin Yadav, Rishi, Mamta, Jeevayan, Rajneesh, Anuj, Hannah, Bolo, Abhishek, Prithvi, Madhubala, Venkat, Liliana, Kushi, Sudipta. So, Judges Inquiry Act. Judge of Supreme Court, yes. Chief Justice of High Court, yes. Distinguished Jurist, yes. Judge of District Court, no. So, not necessarily, right? So, distinguished jurist can be a judge of district court, but not always. He can be anything. So, C is the answer. Polity questions, I have personally felt they are the trickiest. So, be very wary of it. Cool. And yes, sir, if you feel like I'm contributing to your knowledge, like, share, subscribe, kill it, share it. We want more and more people watching it. Today I woke up at 3:45 a.m. and then posted my yesterday 7 p.m. video at 3:46 a.m. If you are in my Telegram group, you will know what I'm doing. I'm like a zombie these days. So now page number 13, around 6% of PM internship offer recipients join work. We'll talk about this PM internship scheme. Then there are certain keywords here. Before we do that, see, let me tell you something. We have seen something very unique these days. What unique? Like this, IB ACIO exam, more than 3,000 posts have increased. If you people are lying between the age bracket of 18 to 27, you should give that exam. 18 to 27. I think most of you are below 18 as per the talks we had. But people who are between 18 to 27 give this exam. More than 3,700 posts. That is actually a big number. And you can go to IBACIO if you feel like there are some issues you are facing. You can join either of the batches. This is a bilingual batch. This is pure English batch, 4,999. And you can go to buy now. You can use my code. The price will reduce by 2,000. That is, it will become 2,999. You can join it. Doesn't matter whether you join this course or you do not join this course. If you lie in that bracket, age group of 18 to 27, please give that exam. 3,000 posts. I have very rarely seen it after 2014, any government exam coming up with, big exam. And they have a very high pay scale, IBACIO. So yeah, fill that form. Page 13, around 6% of PM internship offer recipients joined work. Don't be a zombie. Sir, when do you sleep at night? What should I say? Job profile is awesome. I will make a strategy video today, Abhishek. You can have a look at this. So Intelligence Bureau, they are coming with that. And it's a good, like the pay scale means goes as high as I think 1,40,000. And that is good amount, very good amount. And you people 18 to 27. How many of you are in that age bracket? Can you tell me? I don't fall in that age bracket, sir. I can understand. So people who are in that age bracket, 18 to 27, you can give this exam. Cool. So around 6. Now, what is this PM internship scheme? See, in India, if you have seen different reports, education related reports, you may have realized that one big problem in our country is employability. Just give me a second. I once was a computer engineer, software engineer at Samsung. Now I have become so poor in tech. So the big issue which we have is employability issue. There are many people who do engineering, who do this and that, but they are not employable. So internship scheme is what? It's not like government is giving you full-time job. So there are top 500 companies. This PM internship scheme, it's an awesome scheme actually. So government is giving you an opportunity to do internship in top 500 companies of India. Top 500 companies. But they are not determining how much money you will be getting, how much stipend you will be getting. You will be working there for how much period. But they have certain aims that how many people we have to give this internship in the next 5 years. And this is actually a very, okay. Abhishek is, Jivayan is, Liliana, Mamta. No issues, yeah, no issues. People who are below that age, above that age, that's totally fine. Who are in that age, give that exam, because 3,700 posts is actually something. Cool. So let's talk about PM internship scheme now. I'm done with IB ACIO. I will make a strategy video. You can watch it at 2 p.m. today, because yeah, again, cool. Let's focus. A total of 1.53 lakh internship offers have been made under PM internship scheme. What are the things which are important here? When was it launched? 24-25. Many people have issues in these years, financial year. What is the meaning of 24-25? If we are talking about this financial year, that means the year started on 1st April 2024 and ending on March 31, 2025. So don't get confused here. So in this union budget, it was introduced. They are aiming to provide internship to 1 crore youth. Please remember, this is not a full-time job. Please remember, they are not determining how much stipend, how much money you'll be getting. They are leaving it to these top 500 companies, and for how much period you'll be working. That is also left to these companies. Cool. So where were we? Offers accepted. Now what has happened under this PM internship? This is actually a good thing. Anybody, have you done this PM internship scheme? Because it looks good actually. Top 500 company is not a joke. Please remember, sometimes they can change it, that under PM, internship scheme, they are giving you internship in top 100 companies, top 500 companies. And this is also to increase the employability of people. Because we are suffering from rote learning. We just mug up. To do away with that, we have this scheme. 50,500 candidates accepted the offers. Out of this, 8,700 candidates have actually joined. It has happened in 2 phases, this PM internship scheme. You can see here, first round and second round. You don't have to remember these numbers. These numbers will help you in remembering the important facts. You will be getting closely attached to it. Sometimes when you meet some boy or girl, you don't fall in love at the first instance. At least not girls do. Boys, I cannot comment on that. So you tend to know more and then you fall. Similarly here, when you know something more about PM internship scheme, then you will fall in love with the scheme. And we need to love these schemes to remember their attributes. First round, 1.27 lakh internship opportunities were posted by top 500 companies of India. 6.2 lakh, now see here, there are certain CSAT involved here. 6.21 lakh applications received from 1.81 lakh candidates. That means one particular candidate has filed multiple applications. He may have filed it in different companies based on his qualification. 82,000 offers were made to 60,000 plus candidate. That also means one candidate may have got multiple offers. 28,000 plus offers accepted, 8,700 joined. So these are all data discrepancies you can see here. Not everybody who will be accepting the offer will be joining that particular company. This is anyway an internship scheme. They are not working where previously, also not studying for these kind of procedures. Okay, cool. So second round started here, again 1.1 lakh, you can see here, all in all, if you see, 1.53 lakh offers made, 71,000 plus offers made in the second round, 82,000 offers made in the first round, more than 1.353 lakh offers made by top 500 companies. 50,000 accepted, 8,700 joined. So there is a big discrepancy on the people who are accepting these offers and the people who are joining these offers. Maybe because there is no clarity on how much internship money they will be getting and for how many months they will be employed in these, top 500 companies. Venkat, what do you... Shashmita, please. Personal life. So internship opportunities offered by leading public and private sector companies, top 500 companies, not top 100 companies. Duration varies based on company and role. Typically short-term internship, duration will be decided by company. How much money you will get in internship will be decided by company. But it's not like it's a free job. You will be paid something. Stipend provided by the participating companies, amount not fixed by the government. Remember it. They will write it in PM internship scheme that amount is fixed by the government. That is a lie, big fat lie. Okay, district-wide, every district. Internship made available across all 735 districts. Now, if I make a video, separate video on PM internship scheme, and I post all these things, then somebody will write, this is a Godi media channel. If I make some other video where I criticize government, so you are Naxal, urban Naxal, what should I do? Should I go to 7th floor building and fall from there? Sometimes I also don't know whether I'm a Godi media or I'm urban Naxal. Oh my God. Digital platform, centralized, there is a portal, PMIS portal, PM internship scheme portal to apply, track and manage applications. So yeah, it's a very weird world we are living in. Let's solve some questions. I made such a good video on, this Gini coefficient and Lawrence curve, and that video, like in 2 days it has crossed 13,000 views and all this. Now, because there were some good things about government, nobody criticizes government more than me, you know it, but I said some good things, and now there is one comment: it's a Godi media channel. No, it's not. So let's solve this question. Thank you, Mamta. Let's focus. PM internship scheme aims to provide internship in India's top 100 companies to 1 crore youth over 5 years. The scheme was announced in Union Budget 24-25. Internship are being offered only in urban districts of India. Now, this is how many of the statement given above is or are correct. Please pay attention. This is a different pattern. They are not asking you which statement is correct. They are asking you how many of the statements are correct. Agree, Shashmita. So again, scheme aims to provide internship in India's top 100 companies, not top 100 companies, top 500 companies. Scheme was announced in Union Budget 24-25. Yes, that is correct. Internship are being offered only in urban districts. All 700 plus districts they are covering. So this is also wrong. So how many statements are correct? Only one statement, A. Now let's see the herd mentality. Hope you can see the herd mentality now. This is what is herd mentality, as you have seen. 2-3 people, serious aspirant, they gave some answer. Everybody started following it. This happens. I have seen it multiple times. I have told you. So, correct answer, everybody will give correct answer. Wrong answer, everybody will get wrong answer. See? Why this has happened? So now A. Motivate करने को भी कोई नहीं होता, criticize करने को सब आते हैं. I can understand your conundrum, Mamta. So the answer is A, only one statement. Oh my God. This is a different pattern. Only one statement is correct. You may have seen it like only second statement is correct, something like that. This is not that question. This is the current UPSC pattern which they have started asking a lot from last 2-3 years. Are you people understanding who answered B? So many of you answered B actually. Hope you understood. And can you tell me in the comment section why you made that mistake in Masse? Only one statement is correct. So answer is A. Oh my God. It's not that much, Sripanna. Thank you so much. MCQ 8. Consider the following features. Which of the above are correct features of the Prime Minister internship scheme? Aims to skill and employ 1 crore youth through internships, operates through a centralized digital portal. Internships are unpaid and offered without any stipend. I understood the way most of you answered it wrong. I understood you people are not understanding what the question is actually asking. Oh my God, so many people. Evangeline, Nitin, Shashmita, Rishi, Madhubala, Rajneesh, Anando, Hannah, Kushi, Kushi, Kothari, Mamta, Kharbadon, Jivayan, Anuj, Venkat, Sriparna. Aims to skill and employ 1 crore youth through internship. Very good. Operates through a centralized digital portal. Very good. Internships are unpaid and offered without. This we have discussed. Not unpaid. You will not be on free lunch. Like, it's not be like you won't be getting anything. That's gandhi baat. Gandhi baat. That means it's a bad stuff. So eliminate third. You will be paid something. How much you will be paid, that will be decided by companies, not government. Top 500 companies. Very good. Page number 12. NISAR. NISAR. NISAR, first joint satellite of NASA and ISRO. I am very sure we have named this like this. NISAR. Merging them together. NASA and ISRO. NISAR. Two bodies, one soul. Scheduled to be launched on July 30. What it is? It is an Earth observation satellite. NASA and ISRO both have come together, and here there is something known as synthetic aperture radar. So synthetic aperture radar, what generally happens, if you have some radar which is using visible light, then they may not give you better pictures at night, or they may not give you any picture at all. But this synthetic aperture radar, which is using 2 bands from NASA and ISRO. We don't have to go into these microwave bands and everything. Just you have to understand this is an Earth observation satellite, and what it will be doing, it will be giving you information, like they will be processing information. You will be getting it every 12 days, but they are processing information day and night, because rather than visible light, they are using microwave radiation, L band and S band. You don't have to go into these bands. One band belongs to NASA, other band belongs to ISRO. Though both these microwave bands will be used by this radar, and they'll be giving you awesome images of your Earth, and with millimeter precision. So this is actually awesome, cool. So this is important. Catchy names are speciality for us. Catchy name, NISAR, yes. Indian has named it, I'm very sure. NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar, NISAR. Launch date and time, this will be launched on July 30. I'm making this video, we are at 22nd July. Hopefully this will not be getting postponed like that thing which happened with, our astronaut. Axiom mission, Axiom 4. Launch site Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. Where is Sriharikota? In which state it lies? If you know it, post it in the comment section. Launch vehicle GSLV, PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. GSLV, Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. It can carry higher payloads. Most of our, satellites were earlier carried by PSLV, but it has a limit of how much weight it can carry, satellite weight. GSLV is much more potent when it comes to carrying higher weight satellites. So GSLV, F-16 rocket. In like some other exam, not UPSC, in some other exam they can give you that it was carried by Falcon or this and that. So do remember GSLV. Cool. It's a work, like it's slowly and gradually. Andhra Pradesh, very good. You people are so good, just like a wow. Satellite, how much it weighs? It's an Earth observation satellite. They can give you that. It's a communication satellite. It is used for watching, Netflix and Amazon Prime. No, it is not for Netflix and Amazon Prime. It's an Earth observation satellite. It will see the greenery and this and that of Alaska, polar bear, oh my god. So, special feature, first satellite to observe Earth with dual frequency synthetic aperture radar, SAR, NASA's L band and ISRO's S band. So, what is this? As we have discussed, they are not using visible light, they are using microwave radiations. Microwave radiation, 2 types, NASA's L band microwave and ISRO's S band, that's it. That's it, microwave. Microwave, unlike light, can be used during both day and night, thereby giving us better images, thereby giving us images for 24/7. Oh my god. Cool. I think previously we have also made one video in Hindu analysis on SAR, synthetic aperture radar. Observation capabilities, data available every 12 days, but they can take data of all weather, day and night imaging. Why? Because they are using microwave rather than visible light. Applications detect small changes, ground deformation, you can see here, sea ice classification, storm characterization. Oh my god, international collaboration. Cool. Now, if we rewind, what are the things which are important in this NISAR? Collaboration of which 2 organizations? Which kind of satellite it is? What it is using? What is synthetic aperture radar? Is it using visible light or microwave radiation? L band and S band, are they bands of visible light or microwave radiation? Microwave radiation. So these are the things which you have to keep in mind. Rest everything you can forget, how much it weight, or again if you want to remember something else, GSLV. It was carried by GSLV. So these are the things. L band and S band means so L band and S band are different types of microwaves unit. They are using microwave, like unlike visible light. So in microwave you have different bands. Again, we will not go into the intricacies of these bands, but L band and S band corresponds to microwave and their wavelengths. That's it, GYN. L band, S band, microwave wavelengths. Hope you understood. Microwave, just remember microwave. Okay. Let's solve some question. With reference to synthetic aperture radar, consider the following statements. Frequency ranges within the radio spectrum commonly used in satellite applications and other applications. Yes, and they are corresponding to microwave in this scenario. Very good, Rishi. So SAR can operate only during daytime and in clear weather conditions. SAR can detect changes on the Earth's surface with millimeter level accuracy. SAR uses microwave signals to capture Earth's surface imagery. Can it operate only during daytime? Otherwise, like if it was the case, why would we be using microwave? Let's use visible light then. So the answer is no. It can operate during both daytime and nighttime. So first is wrong. If first is wrong, the answer is B, as stated by so many of you, starting from Anandu, Abhishek, Jeevayan, Rishi, Nitin, Shriparna, Anu, Shashmita, Hannah, Evangeline, Rajneesh, Madhubala, Mamta, Venkat. Very good. Page number 10. CAG report flags lapses amounting to 573 crore in railways. So they are CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General, Article 148 of the Indian Constitution. They are talking about some fund lapse in railways. That's their work, and they submit their report to President, who in turn submit the report to Parliament. How CAG will be removed? They will be removed in the same manner as a Supreme Court judge is removed. We have talked about the tedious process involved in the removal of means the Supreme Court judge. Same process. 6 years or 65, whichever comes early. CAG are appointed for 6 years or 65, whichever comes early. So do remember these things. They are important. And again, what is the finding? Let's have a look at this. So total financial lapse. Comptroller Auditor General flagged financial lapse amounting to 573 crore in Indian Railways. And that is to do with project execution, delay and lapses and all those things. So these things happen in government jobs. Once you go, you will realize. And maybe some money has gone into some deep pockets, will not go there. These findings are part of Union Government Compliance Audit Report. This is not for this year. This is for 22-23. So again, financial year 22-23 means starting from April 1, 22 and ending at March 31, 23. And they generally take time in giving their reports. So maybe this year's report will come in 2030. Let's see, fingers crossed. The report includes 25 audit observations covering issues like, again, we will not go into what issues they are covering and delay and lapses in projection. You can see here, just focus on the things which are important, like Comptroller Auditor General, they are in news now. So they can be asked like which article covers them, how they can be removed, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Let's solve some questions so that you can remember them in a better manner. Which of the following article of Indian Constitution deals with the appointment and duties of Comptroller and Auditor General of India? UPSC is never going to ask you what kind of irregularities were there in that railway funding. We just know something happened. That's it. Rest government will do. For us, CAG is important. So Jeevayan, Abhishek, Anandu, Nitin, Evangeline, Rishi, Hannah, Venkat, Rajneesh, Shriparna, they have answered it. Article 148. Very good. This question. With reference to Comptroller and Auditor General of India, consider the following statement. Let me first of all see how many questions I have to give you today. Okay, 14, right? Cool. Let's solve this question. With reference to Comptroller and Auditor General of India, consider the following statement. How does CAG work? So, see, CAG is Comptroller and Auditor General. How does CAG work? It's a constitutional body, and how does it work? It works just like Finance Commission work, although unlike Finance Commission, it's not a big body. It's one individual who is auditing different PSUs, public sector undertakings, different government entities, and then some more work is thrusted upon CAG by President. When they do the report and everything, they submit their report to President, who in turn submit their report to Parliament. Like, I will give you one more example. Who asked this question? Vanshika asked this. So my mother's father, he was working in AG office, which is again the office which is working for these CAG. So you have different audit office which reports. Let's say it's not like CAG will go door to door and they will do the reporting. They have different offices in different states and capitals, and then they will look into the issue. They will give the report to CAG, who in turn will go through those reports, and then he will submit a final report to President, who in turn will submit the report to Parliament. So the process is somewhat, it's a long process. So CAG is appointed by President of India. CAG can be removed only by President on the advice of Prime Minister, or can be removed, and CAG submits audit reports directly to Prime Minister. So Evangeline, Anandu, Abhishek, Hannah, Nitin, Venkat, Jeevayan, again, cool. Advice to the government only, yes. So CAG is appointed by President of India. Let's say you are confused. Keep it in the loop. CAG can be removed by President on the advice of Prime Minister. We have seen the process of removal of CAG is similar to that of Supreme Court judge. So it's not like he can be removed on the advice of Prime Minister. That's wrong. He submit audit report not to Prime Minister but to President, who in turn submits it to Parliament. So third is also wrong. If you eliminate third, if you eliminate second, you're left with A, one only. Very good. Cool. Now, let's solve MCQ 12. NISAR will be launched aboard which of the following vehicles? So Hannah, Abhishek, Evangeline, Anandu, Venkat, Rajneesh, Jeevayan, Rishi, Madhubala, Nitin, Mamta, Vanshika, Khushi, Sriparna, all of you answered it. Shashmita, SDSC, Sriharikota, Arunachal. Very good, yaar. Anuj. Cool. Let's go to PYQ 13. Asked in UPSC 2023. Which one of the following statement best reflects the chief purpose of constitution of a country? What do you think is the purpose of constitution? Why we have constitution? Chepandis. So Hannah, Rishi, try to answer these questions. Try to solve UPSC PYQs. Then only you will get confidence. And this is not a tough question. This question can be solved by you based on the discussion we had earlier in Hindu analysis. So, starting with Hannah, Rishi, Madhubala, Jeevayan, Nitin, Rajneesh, Shriparna, Abhishek, Vanshika. What is the purpose of constitution? What is the purpose of laws? What is the purpose of rule of law? Law, constitution, everything is made to limit the government, to limit the power of government. If there is no constitution, there is nothing which is controlling the power of government. If there is a constitution, if we have right to equality, right to freedom of speech and expression, that tells government that there are certain areas where you cannot go beyond a certain point if you're framing laws, So it limits the power of government, it defines and limits the power of government. That is the purpose of constitution, so that you don't have all too powerful. You may have seen other questions also. If there are no laws, there are no liberty. Question related to that, UPSC PYQ. Because if there is no law, government can do anything and everything, So if you have law, it in a way also limits government. If you have constitution, it in a way also limits government. But I don't know the answer because I will tell you the answer tomorrow. So I don't know. Let's have a discussion tomorrow. Maybe I have already given you the answer. That was not the purpose. I doubt, sir. I think A or C. I also think the same. I have no idea whether it is C or this or that. You people take your own sweet time. MCQ 12, PYQ 13 and PYQ 14. I will give you the answer tomorrow. Try to solve PYQ 14, again asked in UPSC 2023. I will elaborate it tomorrow, Abhishek. This is homework for you people. This PYQ, like MCQ 12, it's secure social justice, social equality and social security. We'll have a discussion tomorrow. These questions are homework. MCQ 12, PYQ 13 and PYQ 14. What is the answer here? 13C is right. I don't know, Mamta. Let's see. Maybe, may not be. In which of the following region was Dhanya Kataka, which flourished as a prominent Buddhist center under the Mahasangikas located? Please, when I give you these questions as homework, I want to tell you that current affair is very important, but at the same time, you also have to balance out your static portion. Don't ignore your static portion. That is very, very important. Oh my God. So, Mamta, Rishi, Rajneesh, Venkat, they have given the answer. Cool. So, again, research on these three questions. What three questions? MCQ 12, PYQ 13 and PYQ 14. I will share the answer tomorrow. First thing, if you like this video, share it, subscribe it, spread the word. That will give us more motives to bring more such Hindu analysis, Everybody needs motivation. We are no exception. You can join my Telegram channel, Fun Study with Shubh. I will share this particular PDF by or before 10:30. Very good. And one more thing, sir and ma'am, what is your score? Today we have done 14 questions, 11 on the spot, 3 are homework. So out of those 11 questions, what is your score, sir and ma'am? Chepandis. 14 question, I don't know about this topic, sir. Don't worry, you will know about it tomorrow. First of all, do some research on it. What is no joke? Your UPSC preparation is no joke. So if you feel like you're having any issues in your UPSC preparation, you can join our 2026 batch. The new batch is starting on 25th July 2025. You can use my code SHS Live to get maximum discount. Very good, oh my god. And what more? If you know the process how to join it, awesome. If you don't, this is the process. What is the process? You will go to, where will you go to? You will go to StudyIQ.com. And or you can also go to Google Play Store, download StudyIQ app and do the whole process. Go to StudyIQ.com, go to UPSC English, and after you have gone to UPSC English, go to view all courses and then buy, like if you're preparing for 2026, you can buy it for 2026, 27, 28, and which one we are buying? Yeah, this one. Batch starting on 25th July. You can go to buy now and then you can, based on what, like there are different things which are being provided in these courses based on what you need. You can join any of the 3 variants of the batches. You can apply my code SHS Live, which I have shown you. You can apply it. The prices of each of these batches will reduce by 7,000. Cool. Also, I have told you about IBACIO. This is actually more serious thing because, God knows when the other vacancies will come because it's all up to government. And so again, IBACIO, you can join this batch. More than 3,000 plus seats have come. Exam is scheduled, I think, in August and September. You don't have much time, September, October, not August. So you can go to this batch. This is bilingual. You can go to pure English batch. I have already told you, 4,999. You use code SHS Live, my code, Ankit sir code, anybody's code. The prices will reduce by 2,000. Go to add promo code, use SHS Live. The price is reduced by 2,999. So again, and if you want to join this IBACIO course, you can join it as well. So that's it from me. Thank you, Shiparna. Thank you, Madhubala. Thank you, Anuj. Thanks, Rishi. Thank you, Shashmita. Bye-bye, Vanshika.